Katarina over on team 1 with his team. We got Saya gonna be first out for the team versus Duel. A bit of a rematch this time. Last time, Duel walked up and they just gave a big old underhanded slap on the wrist for Saya. The man just kind of crumbled from that one slap of the gods, but now he's trying to see if he can fight versus Duel. Monk versus Paladin, full crusade out for Saya, trying to see if he can ramp up the damage. That's going to be a Shield of Vengeance, but barely does anything to Duel. I think might have either reduced damage it takes or Zuen helps split it. That's going to be Saya maybe looking at a bubble or Bob right now. Super low on health. May need to go for a bubble here early. Trying to see if he can play around Duel, and Duel just got so much damage on the guy. There goes the stun. Wait a second. Maybe an opportunity to reverse it. Does he take him here? Bubble last second before the Karma comes out. Duel does not even burn a Karma. He just holds it. That's going to be regenerated for Saya and a full recovery for Duel. My goodness, the amount of damage and healing the two classes here do is just out of this world, with Duel trying to see if he can get himself some kind of an answer for victory here. Saya no longer has that big immunity anymore. Blessing of Protection is definitely going to come into play here, going to come in clutch, especially if, let's say, he gets Duel super low Karma. You could bop it and just remove it. Oh, it is so good, man. It is so good. That's going to be also Pexa on that team. Well, we introduce the rest of them. Slade and Smog absolutely blasted the last match. On the team, we got us Cracker, we got Tell, we got us Naturel, and Rifty. Yo, Rifty. I haven't seen that man in a while. Just someone to Science and got himself defense with that Shield of Vengeance. That shield doesn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it would. Either Duel is healing as soon as the shield pops, or they're like nerfed it, or Duel just got so much versatility he just doesn't feel it. Literally end of the season, the most versatility you will ever have in any season ever. And this man is like, you know what? I already stocked up on plenty of versatility. Come here. I don't feel anything. I feel like I have the dampen harm passively on me right now with how little damage I take. Wait, what is this dragon? Wait, what is this little dragon you got? I'm sorry, what? What is, wait, Duel, hold on a second. No shot, Duel is playing a Whelpling Trinket. Hold on a second, or is that somebody else? Is somebody else playing a Whelpling Trinket? Swear to God, I just saw Whelpling just pop up, and did he shoot Duel? Did he shoot Saya? Look at that, there is a Whelpling, look at him. Look at that bad boy. Saya trying to see if he can get himself some ability. Lay on hands right after, blind last second, but Duel is just relentless. He wasn't gonna go anywhere. Who was running the Whelpling Trinket? That thing is wild. Is it Duel running Whelpling? Is it just give you lots of stats? Massive damage out of Katarina. Duel does not have a Karma to reverse it. Big barrages to follow. As long as the mage get lined aside, Duel, I think, maybe going down here. The ramp up with a touch of the magic is just ripping you atomically in every direction until he nothing but arcane dust in the dirt, in the raw streets, in the raw... raw harbor streets of Borealis itself, I guess. I was just trying to find out, like, oh, what is this place? Oh, a harbor. Yeah, I guess that'll work. That's close enough, right? The docks? Fishery? I don't know. I live in a port city. You'd think I know this kind of things too. Ring of Fire right now is Naturel, trying to see if he can maybe survive the Such of the Magic. Big defensive available. Does go for the human racial to dodge a stun. But I don't think he got stunned by Katarina. At least I don't think Katarina has stuns. Kat is super low. There goes the there goes quite a bit of damage. There goes the ice block. Got himself a full reset. Just got to cool off in there while we are at 15% dampening. 3 minutes into the duel. Naturel trying to see if he can get himself some kind of a good go here with a death chakra onto Katarina, trying to back up out of there. Power to follow, just trying to get himself a little bit of a cooldown reduction. Ice block is going to be down for a while, no trigger for a little bit. Got himself the invisibility coming up in about a minute, so at least there's that. At least that's going to be defensive. Coming back up somewhat soon. There's Katarina catching Naturel in a Ring of Frost, Ring of Fire. That's going to be maybe touching the magic on top of it. Yeah, everything is available and cooldowns are up. Perfect interrupt by Naturel as he's trying to lock down Katarina and at least reduce some of that burst, but still so much raw power out of the Arcane Mage. Just crushes the Hunter. There isn't much you can do in that situation. With the Rifty, the Fire Mage is going to be up next. Quick breath out of Katarina before they can catch a breath of their own. And that's going to be a mage blink. I couldn't even tell where you blinked. I actually couldn't even see which way you blinked at that point. Pyroblaster flying in. If you can get himself that Living Flame on top of it too, because this is like plenty amount of mastery damage that Katarina is going to have to deal with. That damage over time is going to burn through the shields little by little, especially if Rifty can add a Living Bomb in there as well, because that's going to do quite a bit of damage too. Whatever sustain damage you can put up as a Fire Mage is going to help you quite a bit. But it looks like maybe he's not playing a mastery heavy build. Maybe it's like haste heavy. Haste Versa heavy, so he's going for more casting? I'm not sure. I've seen some fire mages play like a very, very mastery heavy damage over time build, but trying to see if he can blink around maybe with shimmers. Does go for reversal to stay on top of Katarina the entire time, trying to see if he can spell steal his buffs, and Katarina does double load himself up with double shields, and Rifty's gonna have to fight through both of those. Pyroblast him back to back, try to go for a kick, does not connect. Now goes an ultra for Rifty. Katarina could maybe rip it off of him, does end up ripping the ultra from the guy as the duck isn't combusted. Little duckling is combusting. Oh my god, it's gonna be cooked goose with full burst out for Katarina. Trying to see if he can set it up versus Rifty. Full interrupt, doesn't go for the interrupt on the Arcane too. Big blasters onto Rifty, maybe looking for an ice block. Cauterized before the block even comes out. Katarina just punches him down with yet another Arcane blast. That's just so much raw power with Kragar. Looking to shut him down. Last week he was fighting through Katarina a ton. Oh, perfect banner for that breath, by the way. That is so well timed. Katarina's not even focused on it. Just focused on slow down Kragar and staying away from him. Just spamming barrages just to give himself some movement speed. That's about all he could do. How? Yo, that's just Arcane for you, man. Arcane are blasters. Arcane made, I mean, have you seen Seavark over on the NA play? Right? Seavark is a perfect example of like what a peak Arcane mage looks like in Katarina. I mean, every single week we watch Katarina, he's just only getting better and better. He's gonna be on that Seavark level, and you know what? He can even be beyond that Seavark level if he keeps working hard at it. Kragar, though, able to lock him down, no ice block out of the mage. Kragar is able to take the opportunity there and is able to bring one back for his team. Rex is gonna be up next, immediate stun, but Rexum trying to lock down Kragar. Full wings are available. Does Kragar stay in or does he back up out of there? Catches a heal, is gonna back up out. There's a big old hammer hanging over the man's head. He's got all these worries hovering above his noggin. Rex a hit with a fear, shield of vengeance on wings, and even has a little bit of that prismatic barrier. Arcane shield from Arcane. It's not like it's just the mage using double shield and it's gonna give his party a shield. It may feel like, oh man, it's kind of like cheating, but I mean, it's not Rex's fault. Pexa? It's Pexa. It's Pexa. I see that P and I read it as like the Russian R, because that's the R. That's the Slavic R. Wait. Wait, if it is a Russian, then it's Reha. R-E-H-H-A-A. Oh, big stone locked down by Kragar. Looking to land the execute. Does go for the reflect just to make sure that there's nothing that can stop him there. No stun, no judgment. Unless you go for a blind, you can't really stop him. With Smog gonna be up next, this Dragon is just radiating themselves, man. Dragon, scary, by the way. Devastation Evokers, this is the strongest they've been in a while, man. Their current tier set was Season 4. It is their strongest tier set. Nullifying Shroud. As I think Kragar tried to go in for a stun. Yeah, he tried to go for a stun, but the Dragon is immune. Dragon, at the very least, he's not immune to damage, but he's immune to stuns. Got himself a wall, so he's immune to interrupts. You can't stop the Dragon at all. Kragar just having to pop defenses. All it's going to be reflect together with wall. Just try to see if he can walk over to Smog. Defenses stance. Everything is available. Just get him blasted out. Smog do not let the warrior leave away from it whatsoever. Got himself instant cast him. Kragar trying to go for a stun, but that Shroud is still on him. There's nothing he can do. Yeah, when the Dragon got the Shroud, so he's immune to crowd control, and he's got that wall, so he's immune to interrupts. He's literally immune to anything. And he's got movement while casting, and it's just, you can't get away from him. And he's got a slow whenever he's beaming you down. Look at that slow. It goes up to 80% slow. Quick sleep on the tell. A Smog looking for a bit of a catch-up, trying to see if he can fight through these warriors. Hold on a second. This could be Smog's big opportunity. He used his mastery buff already. His Dragon Rage, his big bursty cooldown. But now it's going to come down to him fighting versus Tell. Tell will reflect really early. Smog is going to have to wait out until walls back up, I think, stun. As Smog is going to take quite a bit of that damage. He doesn't really have a lot of ways to like stop damage taken by Tell. He's going to be able to get away from the Blaze Stone pretty quickly. The big disintegrates, punishing Tell. Got himself full shatter. Stun onto the Evoker. But he still got mobility to keep himself away from the guy. Just barely feared by Tell. Just to get himself a Colossus Smash onto Smog. Smog looking for a little bit of escape route onto Tell. Just collapsed Earth around the guy, not letting him go anywhere. This is going to be Smog. Got himself Shroud. He got Shroud, he got Wall. Hold on. He could Shroud, Wall, and hopefully live. If he could Shroud and Wall this, he might be able to live. He got Sleepwalk. Reflected. Oh, it's over. Oh, that Reflect. The Sleepwalk puts the man to sleep and forces him to walk towards the Evoker in the Emerald Dream. but he can't do it. He can't do much about it. Slade gonna be up next. Blasted out Tal, not letting go anywhere. Tal is locking him down with a stun. Talarion used to be the Rogue Slayer, not until the rework, man. Not a 10-2 rework that they did for Rogues, giving him all the buffs like Rogues needed it. Let's be honest here, like Rogues needed a chat, right? Tal going for a disarm. He used to be really good against Rogues. It's no longer an even matchup. Warriors have a disadvantage by none. Definitely a disadvantage. Banner's down. If Slade is going to go for a kidney shot, he better take down the banner first. Couple of backstabs should do it. Tal just try to see if you can use that banner just to stay and phase the Slade. And is going to try to leap away off of that stun. Maybe he can give him a second to break away. Does he leave bleeds on you? If the rogue doesn't leave ruptures on you, he's definitely not doing himself any favors. Talarion sitting down for a little bit of food. Reflect up stun onto Slade. If he goes in for a secret technique, it is going to be reduced by the reflect for a little bit. Tal catching up a little bit of healing. Secret technique does some damage, but not enough. Big roar. Oh, but Slade does keep the pressure rolling. There's not much you can do. Used to be a chance for you to recover, but not much. Kraken with 2, Katarina with 3. The Dragon almost bringing it back for his team too. Oh, I love the variety we have in here, man. I mean, it's more Arcane mages, more warriors, but the Dragon, right? The Windwalker, I don't think we see a lot of Windwalkers in here either. The Arms Warrior, well, I guess we actually have a lot of Arms Warriors, but the Dragon I think is enough variety, man.